METS Therapy recap. Andrew Claudio here. I forgot how many games there are at this point in the season, actually. You know what? It's game 80. And you want to know why it's game 80? Because a lot of you know that on June 12th, the Mets built a 45-24 record, the best record in baseball at that time, right? Well, they've played 80 games since then and are 31-49. That is a near 100 loss pace. They've been a 100 loss team for the last 80 games. And it's looked like it, and it's felt like it. And it's largely been the pitching that's done them in. So on a day when Brandon Sproat gives you 6 innings, could have gone deeper. Why is he getting taken out after 70 pitches? I do understand he was getting hit hard in that 6th inning. Outs are outs at this point. Now where I shoot Mendoza and the crew some bail is that, like, once it gets to Diaz, it becomes a game that's on Diaz. Like, your $100 million closer has to get the job done. He didn't. Your $300 million shortstop who stole a run with his legs but then gives a run back with his glove when a line drive is hit right at him to lead off the inning. He's got to make that out there, and then leads off the 9th inning with a strikeout. Your $30 million first baseman, 2 bloop singles, great, and then he strikes out in the 9th inning. And then your $160 million outfielder who takes 20 minutes to get balls hit into the corner in left field. He also strikes out, but good job on those infield singles, Brandon. Look, I'm mostly just venting because as much as I'm frustrated with this team, I'm out of F's to give. I'm very much just finding all of this comical. Today was the all-time classic, whatever it's called, the alumni classic at Citi Field. And they had members of the 07 and 08 Mets and Beltran, Delgado, Reyes, Pedro, all these guys that were part of previous collapses, answering questions about what it's like to what would you tell a current Mets team that's collapsing? What advice would you give them? Like, we've been through this before. If you're a Mets fan with age like me, you've been through a late season collapse like this. There just wasn't 6 playoff teams that you had a chance to get into. Like, now you actually have no excuse to miss the playoffs when you have this much talent and this much money invested. As far as the game is concerned, very frustrated by the umpiring. Dan Iasonia, you're going to benefit a lot from us being allowed to ask the robot. And I thought Mendoza had a really rough game. The Brandon Sproat 70 pitches aside, why is Brett Beatty, your second best infield glove, being used in the DH spot? Why are you pinch hitting for him in the DH spot? If the double off of Langford's bat goes barely over Acuna's head, where is it hitting Brett Beatty? Right in the glove. And I still don't understand why Brett Beatty's not starting in general. This isn't even like a defensive Brett Beatty. He's just not that bad against lefties to keep getting benched. Good luck tomorrow, and you now need help from the Giants. Let's go Mets.